Ladies and gentlemen, for the 906th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring His Jewness.
What up, what up, what up?
As well as myself, El Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show. Oh my god, I love this fucking music. Shit, it was more perfect than I could have possibly imagined to intro the show. Like the break points that we've hit in this, like, this is professional radio timing right here, y'all. This is just experience bleeding through. There was no plan here. I would have certainly not planned to have that little bastard bouncing around in the kitchen right now. But as it is, welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What it do, what it do, what it do?
The two units checking over his many various bets.
I'm putting in more too while we're speaking.
He's adding them up. This is what happens in an earlier episode. He might...
I'm not, I'm gonna go 4 for 5. I don't like going 4 for 5, but I usually go 4 for 5.
So you need 5, but you usually hit 4 out of 5.
Yeah, and then, that's, second place.
That's a rough day.
And the good thing I like about this is, like, you lose, you lose. It's not like they don't send you an email saying, oh, good try, you came in second place, shit like that. They're just like, go home, loser, like how it should be.
Yeah, you're just like there's no participation trophy.
Participation trophy for just showing the fuck up there. You lost. Lahu, Zahir, go to fuck home.
Hello,
be better next year. You know what I mean? So it's some good thing about it. But like last week, I went fucking 5 for 6 on touchdowns, and I wanted to cash out, but the problem with the games all starting at 1 o'clock. You know what I mean? Some end earlier than others, and then you can't always cash out. You know what I mean? Because I had 2 1 o'clock games, and a 4 o'clock game, you know what I mean, and an 8 o'clock game. So I was trying to cash out, I was thinking about it, because I figured my dude wasn't going to score, but they wouldn't let me cash out at that point in time, because dude had already lost that. But I was betting on 2 people. I knew one dude was going to eventually score, and he ended up scoring with like 30 seconds left or whatever in the game, which the other game they didn't have enough time for me to cash out. So I was like, god damn it. Because when I was going to cash out, I wasn't going to cash out nothing, you know what I mean? I wasn't going to make nothing.
Right.
So, but.
Yeah, well, I suppose you'll just load up and try again.
Well, I'm just using betting $1. That's the other thing, you know what I mean? I bet scratch off tickets, So.
I know, I find it interesting that you throw a bucket this and a bucket that.
Yeah.
And you're like, hopefully I'll get 200. Or...
Yeah, so that's why I'm not really in a big deal. Of course, after 130 bets you lose them all, you're kind of broke.
You've lost $130. You're not really broke, you just lost $130.
You got to start over. So eventually, when, I'm good hitting $5 here, $7 here, you know what I mean? Like, I think I won 2 bets of like $19 the other day, you know what I mean? So
you're up almost 20 for the recent.
Nah, because like I said, I went down a lot over F1 this weekend.
Because you bet a little more of this and a little more of that.
I bet 10 on one app, so I was down 50. I was down 50 on F1, so it's not bad, but I would have won like 700 or something like that with that, you know what I mean? So, like...
Well, so you bet 10 to win 700?
All together, like all my bets, if all my bets would have, like my 6 bets would have hit, I would have almost had like $700, something like that. Yeah, like $600. Like the other weekend, like could have won $1,000. You know what I mean? Like off like 4 bets, $4. You know what I'm saying? You talking about $1,000? So I'm like, yeah.
So you're gonna give that a whirl.
But of course you don't hit it. Yeah, I mean, so you're just down $4, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm glad I haven't found my way into these apps. Once or twice I've thought about it. I've been like, man, I should go bet on Jake Paul. You know what I mean? But
that kind of shit.
It was probably terrible money.
Well, see, the thing with F1, though, it's you could probably make money because there's not too many cars, you know what I'm saying, that you can bet on the cars, the winning cars, you know what I mean. So like
the winners are usually
McLaren, Ferrari, you know what I mean. Those motherfuckers are gonna be right there with each other, you know what I'm saying. fucking.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've never really paid attention to F1, and like I don't like open wheel racing that much.
I don't fuck with it either, but dude, my boy at work, he's like,
it's gotten big.
He fucks with it all.
It's gotten big.
He's Italian, so he's like, that's our sport. You know what I mean? So,
well, yeah, to a degree, I can't give it that.
I'm like, all right, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like
Italians be making some cars.
So if you study it, you know what I mean? It's probably only really 4 or 5 real decent ass drivers, just like NASCAR. You know what I mean? It's got to be the same.
Well, there's like your top 5 or 10, motherfuckers that are usually going to be the ones that win out of the 40 cars on the track. And I'm sure out of the 30 or 40 cars that are on the track in F1, there's usually only 5 or 10 that really have a chance or that are expected to win.
Yeah.
So if you learn those guys and figure out their habits, know what tracks they like or whatever, like you'd have to be paying attention for a while.
Yeah.
Like in 1994, I could have been amazing at this for NASCAR. You know what I mean? But like nowadays, I don't.
Yeah, you ain't paying no money.
I don't know nothing to it. Like I could have totally told you what was likely to happen in like 92, 96. But like, I don't know half the drivers now.
Yeah.
Even in NASCAR, let alone F1, I don't know none of these motherfuckers. So like, I mean, it makes sense that Mercedes and McLaren and Ferrari,
all gonna be up there.
Those people are gonna be in that shit.
It's a fast ass car.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, but there's also that heritage of open wheel racing.
Yeah.
Ferraris have been in the F1 for a long time. I know that much. Like, I know something about it. I just don't care for it.
Yeah, no, enough to get on the sport. Yeah.
I like to let the cars, when they're racing, be able to be next to each other without it being a likely catastrophe.
I just don't like getting too involved. Because then when I get more involved, the more feelings I got. That's why I bet on shit I don't even fucking know about.
Well, that's interesting. Like, you bet on something you don't even pay attention to, so you just check it later.
Yeah. So if I won, I won. If I didn't, I didn't. It's just like a scratch off. You know,
well, but that's...
If you played a dollar lottery, every day, like my pops would come home, I think, every day with at least 1 or 2.
Check the numbers. That's old school.
Tickets, old school shit.
You couldn't just bet every day on sports.
No, you'd watch it on TV.
You'd have to have a bookie.
When the fucking little jump would come up.
You'd have to have a bookie back in the day. Now you got a bookie in your phone.
That's how it used to be, you know what I mean? So it ain't no difference now, or me stopping at the damn sheets and getting a dollar scratch off, which usually I don't ever win nothing more than $5 on a dollar scratch off.
Yeah, I buy a dollar scratch and get it $2 out of it.
I know people who win, all the time, big money on that, but I'm not that guy, you know what I mean? So I'm like, well, fuck it, let me just generate that towards gambling, which I might have a better shot. At least I can have
you're making
more
at least
do it.
You're making a semi-informed bet as opposed to just let me scratch a bunch of crap off onto my lap in the, the driver's seat of my car on a Tuesday and then go back into the store and get my $5 if I did. Or just spend it on another $5.
Or double down. Usually what happens. Usually you double down.
Give me 2 more of these. Give me 5 of these $1.
Look at now, boy. Let me get 2 more down here now.
I say, give me 5 back to back.
I say, give me another one back on here.
5 of them $1 scratches back to back, I say.
That's what we're going to do here. So we're going to make that money out here. We're going to scratch those now. That's what we're going to do here. Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa warned me about this voice. You got to work on the voices that you can work with. I say foghorn.
Now. What movie was that we were watching? We were watching that Fast Star, they say there, with The Rock. The Rock says.
The Rock says.
Wasn't that good of a movie?
The Rock
had Billy Bob in there.
Billy Bob Thornton?
Had Billy Bob in there and that other little white girl. She was in something. I don't remember.
The Rock says.
But what did that little white bitch play in? Was she?
What movie? What movie are you talking about?
Runner? Faster, I think.
With Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah, but The Rock says.
And The Rock?
The Rock says.
That's the main character. And then that white girl, the hell was she in? Little black-haired, short-haired bitch. She was in. Man, damn it.
It's fun to watch the wheels turn with you.
I don't know what other movie she was in.
You don't ever give me enough information that I could
to help.
I'm like, let me put that into something and figure it out. This is a Billy Bob Thornton movie called Faster.
Yeah. Faster.
That's
2010. Carla Gugino. What movies?
Faster 2010 with Dwayne Johnson and Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, she was the baby mama. Oh, she was the son-in-law bitch. Damn.
Oh, you talking about the?
She was a white girl, and she was his daughter and son-in-law, bro. Damn. That's old school. Shit.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, all right. I see the girl you're talking about. Yeah, Carla Gugino.
Gugino, yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh, she was an American Gangster.
She's been in a lot of stuff, man. She's been staying busy.
Kill, yeah, she was fucking one of them dudes.
She be staying busy.
That's the movie I'm talking about. Righteous Kill.
That's a shitty movie, dude. That's the bad one.
But that's with her and she and her
That's
fucking
Pacino
one of
and De Niro are in that, and it's like the bad one with Pacino and De Niro.
Pacino De Niro.
She's been in a lot of stuff, man.
Oh, yeah,
that bitch stay busy.
Night at the Museum.
She be making money.
Now she getting drilled over here. Gerald's Game. He over there got that thing spread out. Looked like the cover. He got her tied up to something. He taking a nap on her. That damn bitch. She giving
that's
all the
weird.
pussy out. Yeah, she giving everything away on that. Damn. She got clothes on too. Got tied up. I don't know. That's a little chaotic scene right there.
You got like the algorithm going on your phone. Put you in like.
I just clicked on all of her movies and shows.
What's the one that has her tied up?
Gerald's Game.
With a G?
With a G, yeah. She's laying on laying on a bed maybe, laying on top of her. Leo DiCaprio laying on top of her. I don't think it's Leo DiCaprio, but she in a nighting or something, a nightie or a nightgown or something. She's just throwing that pussy out on him. Come on, man, let the other motherfucker score, man. Goddamn, let the girls play. Son of a bitch, man, let the girls play. Damn it.
A couple tries to spice up their marriage in a remote lake house. After the husband dies unexpectedly, the wife is left handcuffed to the frame of their bed.
Oh yeah, he do look dead as hell right there.
Okay, all right. That just became way more interesting of a film.
Man. Wait, we're gonna have to watch that, girl. Gerald's Game. We're gonna have to watch this.
That's fucked up. His wife is left handcuffed to their bed frame and must fight to survive and break free. Apparently, you got to watch the movie to find out. She probably wiggles around a lot.
You're locked up.
Man, I'm gonna die too. With just stankin' ass corpse on me.
Is her feet locked up too?
I don't know, maybe, man.
I don't know. I don't know. Her feet can't be locked. You can't get no kind of good action with her feet locked up.
I'm really glad.
Any kind of angle on anything.
I'm really glad I looked up at this. Look this up.
You'd have to maybe. You'd have to. I don't know, man. The only thing you can get in is if she arch her backwards. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to slide up.
I mean, I'm sure, like the way he's laying,
dangle on the angle.
The way he's laying on the cover there of that book or that movie, you would think that she could like get to the one. Yeah, she could get to the one side and like sort of stand up a bit, put her hips up if her feet aren't tied down. But if her feet are tied down too, she's pretty toast.
She's done. But that's. But I'm saying, as a sexual position, having your feet tied and your hands tied, and you're laying on the bed, you can't do much more. You can't.
You can work your hips.
Gnawed on, you know what I mean? But you can't get no dick in unless you got some fucking man.
Somebody puts it in there.
You know what I'm saying? But what angle? You know what I'm saying? In theory, you're laying already on the bed. He can't really get under your ass unless you pop out like that. But he still can't get so much under you to get up to really get on that ass. You know what I'm saying? Unless I don't know, bro.
I don't know, dude. Your interpretation of the situation is different than mine.
I just don't know how.
See, you got these big girls or whatever that you're dealing with.
Well, either way, I don't know about the feet tied. The hands you can move the legs around, get them up over or under.
Get yourself like a kick-out pro wrestling style.
But with the legs,
you throw your legs out real
over like starfish and shit out here like this. Like where you?
With her tied down. Okay, yeah, fair. Okay, yeah, you're gonna be tough to gnaw on that thing. You'd have to be.
That's about all you can do is gnaw on and just
You'd have to use like that feather tickler thing up and down, be spanking, all that kind of shit.
That's that foreplay shit.
You'd have to do foreplay stuff.
I don't know, but
it's supposed to be a bunch of foreplay type things. Because like if you don't have the feet fully tied down like tight, so that you could like I don't know. I'd probably keep the feet untied too.
I would too because you can get some legs moving around, get the thing thrown up on there, really get up in that
pick those legs up and throw them ankles up next to them ears.
When they lay out flat leg, I never understood that. That's really just torture, I guess. You could do the feather shit like what she's talking about. Let me just feather the bitch down. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro.
Get close to the vajayjay, but not quite touch it a whole lot for a long
Dick
time.
hard, just dragging all around on the fucking back and forth on the carpet. You know, dickhead getting rubber and shit over here, because you over here just fucking what the feather
Dickhead like an anteater across the motherfucker.
legging this bitch, you know what I mean? You dickhead just vacuuming the shit out the rug in the meantime, you know what I mean? And tell back, don't kiss that side. No, don't kiss that side. Fucking try to put a band-aid or shit on no fucking deal.
Right.
You just drug it across the goddamn rug.
All I can think to do is just mushroom stamp all over this
Unless
bitch.
you got an elevated bed, then what you gotta do? Lean over there, dick dragging all over your side of the bed.
Well, the same thing's possible with the elevated bed. You go and fall off of that shit and hurt yourself, and she's tied to the bed.
Dick still dragging all across where you getting ready to lay and shit. You know what I mean? Like, damn it. Hell, man, I don't know, bro.
None of it sounds good.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. It doesn't sound like a great Tuesday night, I don't think, you know.
No, I'm not too down with too much tying up to the bed and everything. Like, little restraints is all right. Oh, how about I just hang on to these bedposts?
I mean, the hands.
How about I just hang on and you do your thing?
It's feasible, you know. I'm screaming.
I can maintain just hanging on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could just hang on to these posts, you ain't get to time it.
I don't think I could be locked to a bed. Could you be locked to a bed? I don't think
I wouldn't want to go full on. I don't trust enough.
Just the hands.
I mean, yeah, maybe, but like I would be like, how about I just hang on? Give me some things, some handles to hang on to, and I'll just hang on.
I gotta be holding the key. If I get cuffed.
Well, what you would need is those like escapable cuffs or something that you could twist a certain way and they break.
That's for screaming.
Like you need something that's like got a safety man.
Because now trying to get the key with the and then.
Well, plus if you've got a body on one side of you, you can't get your other arm free, you know, or whatever. Like you gotta this is too sketchy, especially out in the remote, you know. And this guy, what's he doing? Like, what happens to him in this movie? Where he actually just suddenly dies. Like, what's he hold on while I sniff this coke.
Man. She threw that thing on him, bro.
You think she threw the thing on him, and it was so much that he couldn't take it, so he tied her to the bed, and then he had like a heart attack and dropped dead? What is that?
You remember that sign we see?
Oh, yeah. STDs are timeless.
God damn it.
Yep, with the old people kissing.
Alright, what was we talking about?
I don't know, man. You broke the flow.
God damn it.
We were talking about, there's nobody here to bring us back.
I know. Where you at, Lop?
Where's he at, Mike? You and I just lost track of what we were talking about. God damn it. Where is Mike?
God damn it. I was looking up something. God damn it.
So I got new business cards coming.
Oh, luscious.
And I took your advice and added Warrenton, Virginia's #1 podcast.
Oh, luscious.
To the cards because I knew you dug that. So it says, instead of just saying Imperfect Entertainment Presents, it says Imperfect Entertainment Presents Warrenton, Virginia's #1 podcast. And then it's all pretty much the same. It's just slightly modified.
Luscious.
Yeah.
Luscious.
I was trying to think of something else to put on there, and I couldn't think of anything else. You know, I just didn't know what else to put on there. I wanted something to be a little more inclusive for like more people to latch onto it, but I'm just not quite sure what else to do with the card. I like the card, but I'd like to make it more like, I don't know,
jazzy?
Generally appealing to more people. I'm not quite sure how to, because it's like there's only but so much space on a business card. You can only say but so much, and I don't know, man. Just gonna keep grinding, trying to make episodes, not fuck up the audio on them. You know, do this thing right, do it well, have fun, enjoy ourselves. You know, like we seem to do.
Yeah, I don't know how you would maybe change the image up. Maybe put like, I don't know, can you background business cards?
Yeah, I mean, I could do more. I could build something in Adobe Illustrator in the right perspective and like just totally transfer that. I could put my own image onto the business card that I make myself. So like the one side of the card, I guess I could do something, you know, where I've got the Gonzo and the MFS in 2017. I could do something with that. I could make that more something, but I'm just not quite sure. You know, I want to make it a little more, but not too extra. You know what I mean? I'm trying to maintain subtlety with the business card. Because, you want to just get the point across. But, I don't know. I've still been having fun. Some dude came by at work the other day, and he said, "Are you the guy that gave me that business card?" And I was for the podcast, and I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Man," he goes, "Man, y'all be having some fun on there." I was like, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah.
He said he watched for a couple of hours and couldn't stop watching, and I was like, "All right, that's what's up."
We turned that on Friday, sitting in the trailer. The one dude was like, "Which podcast?" And he pulled it up. And we was talking about fucking strippers and shit immediately, and I'm like, God damn it, the fucking one little girl's over there and shit. I'm like, oh, HR coming out this motherfucker now.
Yeah.
This motherfucker talking about DR.
We're
strippers.
dangerous.
Like, just pulls it right on up. I'm like, well, we probably don't need to be hearing that out loud, bro. That's
You tried to shut it down?
yeah, that's like, you damn near signed a waiver on that, bro. Like, there's some earmuffs needed on some of that shit.
Yeah, these are earbud episodes, man. You gotta put in your earbuds.
You gotta know, like, there's some shit you gotta know you're listening to. For most of these motherfuckers now, like, I tell them about it. Like, past couple days, I was on my shit. I told them one day, I was like, look, I'm gonna be a dick. So, I apologize now, but yeah, just don't make me be a dick. But today, I'm gonna be a dick. And they're like fucking just shaking their head. Half the motherfuckers still don't even know nothing about how
anything works.
construction, general work. You know what I mean? They all know, like, they stay away from my ass unless I tell them to do something.
The unofficial foreman.
You want me to do something? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Y'all can do something. Like, some days I'll tell them, help them out. Well, boss them around, I guess. But I'm trying to help them out. You know what I mean? Like, every day. They told me the other day, I'm like, bro, y'all been here. We've been doing the same thing for a month now. All y'all, like. Y'all know what stupid shit we need to set out. You know what I mean? Like, all y'all huddled up, looking at each other. You know what I mean? I know it's cold and shit, but on a real job, you know what I mean? We're like, there's a fucking douchebag foreman that's hiding behind the bush. You know what I mean? Documenting all this shit. You don't want to be just huddling around doing nothing in the morning. Like, you already know what you could be setting up, because it's the same thing you set up every day.
Right. Just keep doing what we've been doing.
Start at least by setting that up, you know what I mean?
Right.
Getting the essentials over there to the guys where they need to go, you know what I mean? Make it look like y'all doing something.
That's like the same thing I have an annoyance with. Like, salespeople come over to me and they're like, "Do you have that thing?" And I'm like, "Can you fucking be more specific?" Like, I'm like, "Do you have a VIN number or stock number?" There's so many things that it's like, every time you come over here, I ask you for the same fucking thing. Like, figure it out, stupid. Don't come over here without information. And I can help figure out what the fuck you're talking about. Or take an invoice copy with you. Take this with you and bring it back and ask for this. Like, when you want to know if it's here or not, bring me this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to start doing. I just figured it out. I outsmarted these bastards. When they come on, I'm going to say, all right, now, wait a minute. See this? When you want to know if this is here, bring me this. Now, go away. Got it. Figured it out. Thank you, Jew. Just had to, process things a certain way. I figured out the answer.
There you go.
Yeah. They might actually listen to me at this place. I've worked other places where motherfuckers don't even bother to listen. Like, that wouldn't work. This place, it might work. Salespeople, different breed.
Yeah. It's all a different animal, so to say. You know what I mean? Each animal.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could do it too, but
Lop's animal, your animal, my animal, it's all.
Yeah.
They all hungry animals, but it's a whole different animal. You know what I mean?
Yep. Totally different creatures.
But
we're like the bear and the lion and the tiger that all hang out.
Yeah, but I got bosses that are fucking dickheads. You know what I mean? Like.
I've mostly
that'll send you home and shit like
I've had that mostly throughout most of my life. Where I'm at now, I don't think they're too much.
That will be fucking literally hiding around a corner, just fucking watching us documenting and shit, like what we're doing and or not doing, like milking the clock and blah 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 blah. You know?
Right.
And you could have worked 7 hours and fucking 40 minutes, balls to the wall.
Yeah, and if you take 10 minutes to take a
And here you are
breath.
6 minutes before you're supposed to go home, still not giving it your all. You know what I mean? This one douchebag motherfucker could be just like, oh, write this down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell him, like, y'all just need to watch y'all's ass. Like, and then, right now we're out in the middle. We're in the open, bro. Like,
Right.
like you just in the open, bro.
And
like,
standing in the same spot for 10 or 20 minutes.
Spot, like these motherfuckers, anybody in the trailer looking out windows can probably look down and really see you enough. If they don't even have binoculars, which a lot of those motherfuckers probably do. If not, they probably just pull up the cameras that are spread all over the goddamn place. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, speaking of which, did you see all the camera shots that they got of this guy that shot the CEO, like riding through town and shit?
I didn't even heard anything about it until y'all just said
in
something
New
about
York City? Really?
in New York City.
Yeah.
Where you shoot the guy at?
In front of a hotel at like 6 o'clock in the morning or 6:55 or something like that in the morning.
Daylight.
Oh yeah, it was bright, not bright, but like, you know, early morning
Light
dawn.
enough, yeah.
Like apparently the guy is the CEO of United Healthcare, the insurance company
Yeah.
that like a lot of companies use, and he was like there for the annual shareholders meeting.
Oh Lord.
And so, and then he's like walking down the street out in public and everything by himself with no security or nothing, and this dude's posted up just chilling. And there's a camera shot of it. He's like he like walks right into the dude walks by it, and then this guy comes up out of the street and just punk, pops him right in the back and reloads or whatever, like fiddles with the gun and punk, pops him again. I think he shot him 3 or 4 times.
In the
But-
back?
Yeah, well, he shot him in the back the first time. He shot him on the ground at
wow.
least one more time. But he had a silenced gun. Then he got on an electric bike, rode through Central Park, ditched his backpack that he had.
So nobody knew any of this happened.
Well, I mean, there was people standing right there. There was somebody that's like in the thing that watched it happen. But the dude was wearing a hoodie. He had a mask on. He had a black jacket on. Like he was fully like just
He was just
covered up.
Which could have been because it was probably cold in New York anyways.
Right, but
probably
they-
could have got away with it.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But they think that they have like facial shots of him from a hostel, but the outfit doesn't quite look the same. There's all kinds of like, you know,
So they got the guy, but they ain't got the guy.
they maybe or maybe not. They're saying that they're close, and then I mean, fuck, dude, they could have caught him by now.
They got a guy they're picking on.
But they think
But
that
they
he
may
went.
not have a guy.
They think that he went to Atlanta. Is the last I heard that he left New York City and went to Atlanta.
That's a ride.
But like, I've also heard people saying that it looks like he's wearing one of those like CIA rubber masks and shit that you can buy, and just put on like in the shot that they have his face. But he like went to a Starbucks like 10 or 20 minutes before he shot the guy, and like, I mean, it's bananas. Like they think that it was like professional. Some people think it was professional, but there's hints that it's more amateur because of the notes, the words that were written on the bullet shells. So when he shot him and the bullet shell came out of the gun, you know, he knew it was going to be there when they left, but he had scratched on like these words out of a book about how
Yeah, on the
insurance
bullet
companies,
shell.
yeah, on the bullet shell,
Yeah.
like the case that would
Yeah, the casing,
pop
yeah.
out of the gun. So he wrote on that like 3 or 4 times, and there was like there were unshot bullets on the ground that had words written on them, and there were shell casings that had words written on them that were left at the scene where the dude died. So yeah, I mean, it was brazen, if nothing else. Whether he's a professional or not, it's fucking brazen.
He's mad at him. He's either John Q or
Right.
a professional.
Right. He's either been hired by somebody, because apparently there was like a court case pending that this guy was going to be testifying at. I don't know. There's a lot
There's
of
gonna be some more to it.
there's a lot
than
of
them just capping a CEO.
yeah. Like it might have been
testifying against somebody.
it might have been some shit like, hey, we're gonna.
Diddy. You know, he may be associated with Diddy.
Could
you
be.
never know. Diddy,
Yeah.
He might have slammed Diddy some oil, some of that good generic, that hospital oil maybe.
Some of that good generic
before
hospital
he had
baby
to go
oil.
to the baby oil or the.
This is direct from Johnson & Johnson supplier.
Johnson. Yeah, he went to the organic shit before he had switched to the Johnson & Johnson.
So what are they extracting oil from babies?
Hey, you never know. Maybe baby dicks.
Right? I mean, that's
Maybe the Jap baby dick smell. Maybe the white baby dick smell.
you never
instead
can
of
tell.
not the Japs, you know
You
what I
never
mean?
can tell. They get collecting baby dicks
picking
everywhere.
on all the Jap baby dicks. You know
What was
I
the
mean? There's
Koreans?
Baby dicks, all kinds of. Well, either way.
But did you also see Korea had like martial law going on? Which is madness. I'm not even sure why that was
Korea
happening.
just been always on their own shit though.
It's just South
we was
Korea.
in high school.
North Korea is crazy, but this is South
Well,
Korea.
both of them, they always been on their own shit, doing just reckless shit under the radar. No one's ever gave a fuck because there's always been something more important Not really, but yeah, to talk about. You know what I mean? Some other war, something going on usually.
That's true. There's always something more going
My
on.
boy was stationed in both of them Koreas right out of high school. Fucking long, what it was, 20 years ago? Damn near, 25 years ago, you know what I mean? And he said, oh, shit been going down in there.
Apparently they did it on the 3rd and the 4th. It was Tuesday the 3rd through Wednesday the 4th, and they've rescinded it. So, like, I don't understand why you would do that. We're going to do martial law for a day, and then
That's the plague, or the what's that? The purge.
not quite, but yes, it's sort of the opposite of the purge.
Hey, I'll give y'all 24 hours, man. Fuck it.
No, that's like the military's in charge of everything.
Yeah, but so
Like, don't go outside.
check your bullets, because I'm blasting anybody come around here. Fuck it.
Yeah. I don't think they got it like that in Korea, though. I don't think they got the Second
Nah,
Amendment.
probably not. They probably like swords and shit.
Yeah, most places don't have the Second Amendment. You just got to have a baseball bat or something and hope for the best. Get good with it. Learn martial arts. I don't know.
I don't think baseball bat would be the go-to in Korea. I think it would have to be like a staff, maybe, or a sword.
Like Donatello?
Like the Donatello.
So you're thinking
or
Donatello, Leonardo?
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, and you were telling me you got that PS5 Turtle Cowabunga game that's got all the games on it, including the OG Nintendo.
All the sewer.
Original NES.
Original sewer joint.
And it doesn't like flash all stupid, does it? It probably looks really
Oh, it
buttery.
looks great. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was almost hard to play how
good it looked.
good it was, you know what I mean? Because I used to like to, when you're looking at porn, you know what I mean, on TV.
Right, it's
every,
glitchy.
like 3.5 minutes, you know what I mean?
Right, the glitchy jump.
Yeah, turtle here, then he's here. But nah.
So, like, with the dam and everything,
It did a little bit, but
You swim through the water and everything. You go off the
I
dam
didn't
and all.
even get, like...
But it's that game.
Yeah, it's that game. I just hit like 2 or 3 sewer lids, and I was like, oh my god, bro. I gotta remember how to play this game, like,
Dude, that's
realness, bro. Like,
that's
what?
Yo, you got to do like I did and watch the video on YouTube. There's some guy that goes through it and talks about how to do it and what to expect and what your game plan should be.
Yeah.
Because there's apparently like so many different sewer holes that you can go in, and there's all like.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
You kind of got to know a map to get through it a certain way. And
Yeah.
You got to know how to jump certain ways in certain places.
Because you're going to buildings and shit too. And
Well,
this
and like
shit.
the characters that you're killing continue to regenerate, so like you got to know when to like not even bother to kill them and just keep it moving. And sometimes you just take damage and blast through, and like there's like different techniques. Like he was swimming through the water, and he was like, you just gotta like let your guys get fucked up and keep switching between them, and like certain places you just gotta, like when you're trying to get through the like hard place to get through with the zaps, you just gotta like say fuck it and go and get zapped up, because that's how you get through quick enough, and then switch to a different guy. And like Michelangelo's more adept in the water or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's different abilities of each one. Like it's really ridiculous. I was like, wow, the more that this guy talks about this game, the more I understand why
but mainly
I never
was just
beat it.
like playing each one, seeing what they was actually about. You know what I mean? Because I was really
Well, 'cause it's got Turtles in Time?
Yeah, it's got
That's the arcade original, right? Turtles in Time?
it's got Turtles. I think it's got Turtles in Time. It's got something. I'll pull it up when this joint's over.
For real.
Then I'll show you all the motherfuckers it's got.
Yeah,
bro.
dude,
But it's got like 6 or 7 fucking turtles on that joint. Like I was just playing. I was just looking for the one generic jump that you play at the arcade. You know what I mean? But I couldn't remember which actual Ninja Turtle that was.
Oh, right, where you move up and down the screen and you can
Yeah.
have up to 4 guys standing
4
there.
guys. You can still play 4 guys on that bitch, possibly, maybe.
But it's like online, so like I could have Turtles at home and we could both be on there playing.
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
I think so, yeah. I think so, yeah. I think that's how it works. Yeah, if you're on my party, yeah, we can play Turtles together, yeah. Because it's got to press start on the top screen for the 4-banger, you know what I mean? On some
Oh,
of the
like
games.
I could turn on my shit and press start and be like on the arcade screen with you where we could be
I'm
fighting
pretty
against
sure.
the Foot Clan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Dog.
And then we would be talking technically through mics if we
Right,
needed to talk
if we
at all,
both
but
had
not really.
headphones, if
You
we
know what I mean?
both-
Because you got to move one way, you know what I mean, to fight.
Well, right, we wouldn't necessarily have to talk it out,
Yeah.
but we could be on there talking and like we were next to each other. But
I mean, you can still talk through I think you still talk through the computer.
oh yeah, through the network. If you got the headphone with the mic, you can always
Yeah,
talk.
but if not,
during
without
this
that, I think it comes on. It also comes on the TV, and I think you can talk through there. I think maybe.
And they got all kinds of stuff. I know there's like a speaker and a controller and all
because
that. jazz.
I know I would always tell him, yeah, you could definitely talk through the Xbox if you need to. But like I said, we playing Turtles, you don't need to. Like, kick his ass, Seabass. Move right.
Right. There's no discussion about strategy per se.
You can only move one way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there's a guy there, beat his ass.
Yeah. Hit him till he disappears.
Yeah.
And hit somebody else.
Yeah, and then go on to the next one. You know what I mean?
Wow.
The guy who's got the less power gets the pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
basics.
Right.
If it's a four-banger where you got the last one, I don't care if you last, the next guy got to get it. You know what I mean? Take turns. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, then that was the
Your
thing
turn.
about the NES game with the sewers. Like the guy was talking about how there's ways to go, and you got to be aware of this pizza here. There's just full pizza, and you can leave the room and come back and get the full pizza
and the
again.
sewer, there's definitely chances for that.
Yeah. He's like, you plan it out. You can just go back and keep coming back to these pizzas and up all your guys. But you got to be like strategic and try not to lose your guys and like.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
And there's a lot going on in
I
that
was
NES
never good
game.
at that game. I sucked.
Me neither.
I always sucked at that game.
Yeah. It was terrible.
I never had a chance to burn through either one of my guys because. Fucker. I never had a chance to burn through either one of my guys because, like, I wasn't that good.
Right. My guys always died. I couldn't
Yeah.
keep them alive. I always lost in Turtles. Sometimes I got through once every now. I usually could get to the water, but I usually didn't get past the water stage.
Yeah, I mean, I'm better with the arcade versions, you know what I mean, than I damn near with that old school Nintendo joint. But like I said, I probably pretty much suck at that Nintendo.
I think that with a new, like, well-working system and an understanding of the game more,
I'm ready.
I think I could fuck with it. Yeah, because like I've been thinking about it lately. I was like, man, I kind of want to play that game, but I was thinking about setting up just a regular Nintendo. But maybe a PlayStation 5 is worth it if it's got Nintendo games like Turtles.
It's got that. It's
Dude,
definitely got that.
That's some slick shit.
I'm pretty
man.
sure you could be. I'm pretty sure it's an online game. I guess I took the case back. It's got to be online. They're all online. Like I said, you just got to pay for the network.
Yeah, because most of that shit I didn't particularly care for when I was a kid, but like Turtles and Voltron were very cool. There's a lot of stuff that I was into, but most of them were.
Oh, I love fucking GoldenEye, bro.
Oh my God, GoldenEye.
Old school.
On 64?
The original Call of Duty, technically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
the first-person
fucking
shooter. It was really
GoldenEye, fuck.
because there was first-person shooters before, like Doom, but nothing was like GoldenEye.
That was like GoldenEye.
Yeah, you had the strafe.
You get 4 people on that motherfucker,
Dog.
just doing whatever.
Did you see they putting out a 4K 64? It's like a 4K high upgraded box that you can buy that you can put your cartridges in, and it'll look like really good.
I'm sure I've seen that. Like I said, I got that little retro. I don't know where that is. You know, that one that took the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Sega games.
Yeah, all the emulator,
Yeah.
the emulator of all those systems. But that shit doesn't seem to work very well to me.
Ah, shit, I don't even know where it is actually.
But it was good.
It worked. It worked for what yeah.
It worked pretty good.
Playing, basic Dig Dug, Mario Brothers, other Mario Brothers, shit like that.
But all that shit was like on point.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Pilot Wings, yeah.
Okay. Pilot Wings.
Yeah.
Bro.
Pilot Wings was my shit.
Did you have the is that the thing where you had the
Pilot Wings
the bazooka for your shoulder?
No, that was when you were either flying a plane or you were skydiving or you had the rocket and you were trying to land the plane in the skydiving zone. You had to go through the rings and land on the platform or the fucking target. And then at the end you got the helicopter and you went over there blasting the fucking tanks and fucking tires and shit shooting at you and shit. That was Pilot Wings.
Yeah, I never fucked with that. I didn't fuck with a lot of games. I was limited.
I fucked with a lot of that Nintendo.
Well, that's because you just, to get out of the house, you had to go to Blockbuster, so you were always renting something you hadn't played before. But every time I pick up an old game, it sucks. That's why I think I want to fuck with that Turtles, because I'm like, that shit's dope. That shit is intense.
It's still dope, yeah. It's still dope.
Like, that's a game.
A lot of that old shit, if you look at it now, fucking sucks.
Whack.
Like, Masters of the Universe was an amazing movie fucking 30 years ago, but I can't watch it now.
It wasn't even that good back then, but it's horrible now.
It's terrible now. I can't sit through it.
Yeah. And you be watching some shitty-ass movies, so like...
Well, yeah, I'm Bucky Larson, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you like a movie that gets a 9 Metascore.
Yeah. Like, whatever that is, that don't matter.
That's like a less than 10 out of... That's a less than 1 out of 10.
Oh,
if I said rate that movie 1 out of 10...
I don't like those movies, but I'll watch them, you know what I mean?
That'd be like if you said it's a 0.9.
There's some movies, though, it's just like... I ain't doing, like, Bucky Larson was like, I ain't doing nothing else.
Well, you wanted
What
dumb.
the fuck? Like, this is retarded and shit. I needed some kind of comedy. It wasn't what I was looking for, but it was going to have to work.
Like, that kind of movie, I could see, maybe I could get some stuff done around the house with it on in the background. Because, like, I try to find that sweet spot where I can do things and not
And
get
then look-
sucked up
yeah,
into
and
the
then-
movie
yeah.
and just sit there and watch the movie. Like, but, like, I like stuff that's good, so I don't want to, like, watch anything that's too bad. But, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking for that sweet spot. Like, I watched 3,000 Miles to Graceland the other day. I've seen it. So, like, I could get up and do stuff during it. But the problem with it was, I didn't realize what was it about it that I didn't like, but that I kind of did like this time around viewing it. It's really stylized, right? It's the way that it's shot. It's like, I would have liked it better if it was a different kind of shot movie. But it's shot with this, like, stylization where everything just is all about, like, the portrayal or, like, the visual way that it's presented, you know what I mean? And it's about some badass stuff, which is it's a fun movie, you know what I mean? Like, I do recommend it to a degree, but it's not highbrow, you know what I mean? So it was, like, good enough that I could keep up with it, but not good enough that I was getting totally enthralled and had to sit there and watch it. Like, I had watched earlier in the day, like the other day, just yesterday, I watched a bunch of movies. I watched L.A. Confidential. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one, you know, and I sit there and watch that. Like, that one's hard to get up and walk away from. But, you know, I like stuff like that. I don't usually get down to like that low with like a Bucky Larson. Like, that would be more fun to watch with a group of friends to make fun of it during it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like if I had a girlfriend like you, and you're sitting there making goofy comments about it, that sounds to me like a pretty good time of watching a shitty movie.
Because we already watched something. We had watched a couple things already. And it was like, you know, well, what the fuck now? You know?
Well, right. Like, if I'm going to watch a serious movie with my girlfriend and then not a serious movie, like a Bucky Larson is not a serious movie is good because it's like I can get up, go make a sandwich or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that I'm missing a minute of this stupid movie.
On your phone, scrolling and shit. And
right.
You know
I'm not engaged with the movie is not a big deal.
Yeah, that's the reason basically why I was just... It stayed on.
You know, like, because Casino's too serious for a movie to watch with a chick to a degree.
That's what the other thing. She was like, "What are these other movies you ain't watched?" And it's like almost after 8. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, we're not gonna sit here and start watching Scarface until 8:30 at night. You know what
I mean, like, right? If you're going to bed soon,
well, soon, I mean,
relatively speaking, you should probably be finishing up Scarface.
Yeah, finishing up, not getting it started. Right. So I was like, and you know, Casino 2. I'm like, that's another goddamn movie. You know what I mean? I'm like. I'm not gonna be the one to be sitting here watching the movie.
Casino's 3 fucking hours.
Yeah,
if you're gonna watch Casino,
11 o'clock at night.
You guys need to go get chicken at like 5 and come back and start watching.
Yeah, start watching 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Right, make it like
movie. Yeah,
right. Make it a plan, like have it in your day like that.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, fuck it, let's watch this. And we watched Unusual Suspects, probably maybe about an hour of it, and
And then you fell asleep.
Yeah, I was out. I was kind of disengaged during the whole movie. It was alright.
You got to really get in with it.
But it wasn't. It didn't have me real because, like I said, I wasn't really engaged in it. We were doing whatever the fuck. It was almost on. Just at that point, it was on. So like, I don't remember what the fuck.
Yeah. You got to be awake.
Gambling, you know.
You got to be awake and pay attention to that.
Yeah, it looked like one of them. I mean, it looked like it was a good movie for what I was watching in the very beginning. When I was really watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I was like, all right, this is gonna be all right.
Put your phone down, shut the fuck up, and watch.
But she was doing her own thing, and I just started doing my own thing, and then we really just.
Yeah, you should. If you're gonna act like that, you got to have Bucky Larson on. You can't have Usual Suspects on. Like that's all right. We're gonna watch this.
Or that needs to be the first movie of the movie day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, when you're awake.
Yeah.
And you're engaged. Like watch that at 11 o'clock and 11 a.m. on Saturday, and then at 1 o'clock.
I didn't do shit all weekend. Like I went. He had practice and shit. I took him to practice, and then I ran around, got me some.
So, are you still pissed at him for making a basketball team?
They're about to cut his ass because he keeps on fucking missing or late for school with his tardies and detentions and shit. They're probably gonna cut his ass soon.
Oh well, that's good for you.
Well, I already paid all his money for his little outfit and all the other shit, so not really. You know?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, he needs to not be a buster.
Yeah, so I don't know. He's gonna get his shit together. I hopefully because I took all of his shit, so he's in there bored as shit. He's just been napping.
He needs to learn how to read a book. Pick up a book. Get him a basketball book. Get him a book about basketball.
Well, he ain't out there and play ball. He's just been fucking pouting in his room. So, all right then.
What am I looking for?
I'm not the one to keep no one from pouting. You want to go on pout? Go on pout. It's
Yeah,
fine.
he needs to.
I'm gonna live my life. You know?
He's just in there pouting because he's not going to school
Oh, he
on
going to
time.
school, yeah.
But he's being tardy, so he's getting
Yeah.
demerits or whatever you call
Yeah.
it. He's getting in trouble. So stop getting in trouble. You get your fucking video games
Yeah,
back.
but it don't matter because fucking they go to in-school suspension and or after-school suspension or Saturday detention. Them motherfuckers use their phone during detention whole time.
That's
I mean, what the fuck y'all talking about? Why y'all?
Well, that's what you're gonna do when you get home. That sounds like the exact
Yeah,
same
but
thing.
why you? But they're not gonna give a fuck. You know what I mean? They gotta go to detention and actually work and do something for like 5 hours, 6 hours, however the fuck long it was when we had to actually do work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They would actually not fuck up. You
So
know what I mean?
they don't even make them like do their homework or
No,
something.
they don't give a fuck. They sit there on their phone. They can be on their phone the whole time during detention. So I'm like, y'all just wasting everybody's time.
Yeah, because you got to take them there on Saturday and drop them
And
off.
the teacher, somebody's got to be there just so these motherfuckers will stay on their phone and shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, at least before,
Sounds like things
the
continue
kids
to
were
get
kinda
worse.
learning
Sounds like
before.
things keep getting worse.
Yeah, for sure. Like when we were in school, at least
Things were shitty,
we
but
were
they're not-
actually learning because we were doing things. We
Well,
had
they
no
weren't
fucking
this shitty.
choice.
Well, we didn't have phones to get
They're-
engrossed in,
yeah, it-
and teachers didn't have phones that they want to get
Yeah,
engrossed
and they
in.
were actually like, no, do your shit, or you draw, or if anything, you know what I mean. Like you'd have to do something to make the time go by. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And, like,
Right, you do something creative,
now
you
they
read a
can just
book.
sit there and do whatever. YouTube
Now they just-
on silent, probably even Bluetooth,
Now they just get an
probably even
Instagram
earbud
reel.
and shit. Just act like they're not even there. You know what I mean? So I'm like, why y'all wasting everybody's time? You wasting taxpayers' dollars. You wasting fucking that chick's time or that dude's time. Teachers
Oh, yeah.
got to sit there with the lights on, fucking while these fuckers just do the same thing they're gonna do at the house.
Uh-huh.
Not learning nothing because y'all like don't matter. Like the fuck. I thought it just was a disciplinary action. Like,
Hey,
what the
man, no
fuck
child
kind of
left behind.
discipline is you teaching right now? Because y'all ain't teaching shit. You teaching participation.
Yeah.
Fucking reward is what the fuck you teaching, you fucking ass clown.
Well, but that's like the way that work's going these days. Is that like everybody's just got to sit there in front of a screen and fucking bang on and whatever.
Yeah.
So like that's what it ends up being. Like I do that. I sit in front of a screen and bang out shit all day, but I got to talk to dumbasses on the phone and do other things. And every now and again, I pull out my phone, I look at Instagram, and you know Maria Moulin Tonique is like doing a spin on a pole with her legs spread, and I'm like fucking A.
Damn, my girl.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my girl. My girl.
My girl.
I'm like, oh, Marie, or Mary, or whatever your name is. I don't even know how to pronounce your shit, but bitch is out here doing amazing things on a pole. And that's what I get out of my day. And then I get that brief 30 seconds of watching this bitch. She'll start off, it's like hold it with her arm or something, spin it slow, and then she'll like grab it a certain way and twist and throw her legs up in the air and do a backflip and then
Oh Lord.
like flip around and land on the bottom of the pole and like stand up and just sort of look at the camera like, yeah, that's right. And I'm like, oh, damn, girl. Show me more. Do more. Like, I've been following that girl for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years on Instagram. She's badass. She does like classes. I'm like, I'm going to learn pole and go to one of her classes one of these days. I'm going to go get in a pole class.
Oh wow.
How do you meet pole dancing chicks? You've learned pole dancing.
You go to pole dancing classes, yeah.
There's no other way. Like, there's no other way. Like, you go to the strip club and they do it professionally and don't want to talk to you, or you go to the pole dancing and you be like, yo, help me out with my balance. Where am I going to put my foot?
That's actually a lane.
Absolutely, that's a lane. I just got to get in better shape, then I'm going to go down there. I'm going to go to the pole dancing class.
That's how you can start. Like I'm coming down here to get in shape. I heard
I heard this is good.
My physical trainer that I had in previous years mentioned something about exercising and pole dancing because I was mentioning some strip club visit I went to, and he was like, "Oh no, that's a very
strenuous
adequate workout,
activity.
strenuous for everything." You know what I mean? And so I was like,
good for the body.
Hell, let me go and try this shit out because I'm gonna try the other shit that these quacks have tried.
A stripper told me that this was real good, so
Yeah, and then so. And then, you know what I mean? You have an amazing body, so I mean, I'm sure that it's
Maybe
been
I'll get
working
one
for you,
too.
So maybe, I don't know,
Right.
like, I'm gonna try it. Like, what else?
that's a great leading line
Yeah,
in
you
class
know
while you're
that,
here. I'm
yeah.
here because all y'all have amazing bodies, and I want one too.
Yeah, I'm trying to
So
be like you.
I'm trying to be like y'all.
Yep.
I'm gonna get so
how
I
do
can
I do this?
so that I can hang onto that pole and put my feet
Where do I
above
put
my
my
head.
hands? That's all I want to know.
Yep, I gotta get my grip up.
I
That's
suck
it.
at picking motherfuckers today. I ain't nobody scored a touchdown in any game that I need to, bro. These motherfuckers here ain't done nothing in weeks, bro. Now all of a sudden, thanks for coming to work day.
So you're blowing it, essentially.
Oh, apparently, I don't know. That's what it looks like. I ain't seen none of the names like I said I need yet. Let's try this one. Nope. Don't look good for him. Who's this?
It's still
Nope.
Kender Miller. You know that
I
guy?
have no idea. That guy, who is he?
Kendre.
Is he a running back?
Yeah, it looks like a running back. He just pushed the fucking ball 8 yards or
Yep.
something. It
Don't
looked
even
like.
know who he is.
Hell of a run. Yeah, that's my deal. Like, I don't want to get into where I know all these people again. Like, I got in too deep with the fantasy at one point, where I was just playing that with my cousin's league, and I was serious about it.
I never got.
And I
into
was like,
fantasy.
fuck this. Like, and then he was like, we're not doing that anymore. And I was like, all right, good.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I never really wanted to be into fantasy. Most I've ever done was like the pools or whatever. Like pick whatever team is gonna win this week. You know what I mean? Squares or whatever you want to call that shit. I don't know. But
Yeah, silly
that's
stuff.
the most things I've ever really done
That stuff's silly.
outside of DraftKings.
None of the money stuff to me is worth it because it ain't big enough money.
Yeah.
It's never big enough for me to be like, oh, I'm interested now. I don't know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we're going to have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends show to a close. Give a big shout out to the whole rickety ship out there. What's up, Black Manatee? You better be back next week. Holidays coming up.
We got some Gillette.
Oh, you want to hit him with the...
Yeah, let's hit him with the Gillette.
Hit him with a Gillette song. All right, then, hold up. Well, it's funny. I was trying to put the whole Gillette catalog on one of these iPads, this iPad the other week, but I hadn't gotten it done yet. Because, yeah, I got most of the Jew Unit songs on here. You want to do newish stuff or old stuff?
I don't. We go newish. That's fine.
Newish. All right. Got about 25 songs in the newish era. Do you want to hear what you did to Party in the USA on 9/11/2022 called Fake Beard? Or do you want to do My Felicia from May 2nd, 2021?
That's the country joint.
That's the Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah, that's what Brooks had done.
My Maria.
My Felicia.
There's No Booty Hole from a couple weeks later by Blackstreet to No Diggity.
No booty hole. What the hell?
No Booty
To
Hole.
no diggity?
You want to hear that one?
Hey,
There we go.
might as well. Fuck
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jew Unit's interest is piqued by
No
Backstreet's No Diggity.
What is this?
He did a song called No Booty Hole. And May 16th, 2021, the Blackstreet's song No Diggity. So stay tuned after the episode to hear that funky
This might
shit.
contradict Take Love, fellas.
You never know.
It sounds
You
like
never
this
know.
is contradictory Take Love.
It might or might
I
not.
might change my life from then to then, bro. In a matter of months.
You may be able to hear the evolution of the Jew in just a few short years.
I became a man.
So anyway, be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick. Keep moving forward. Keep grinding on shit you're trying to get done, because that's how things get done. Don't forget, we love you very much. We wish you nothing but the best. And peace be with you.
Peace.
You're rolling.
I know I'm gonna fuck this drop in. I know I'm gonna fuck it up. Well, my dick ain't big, but it ain't small. It's gonna do it all around. Just put it in your mouth and don't fuck around, yeah.
You can start with the tip now and drop it down to the ball sack. Let me see you work that tongue, yeah. Maybe you can touch my taint, but I don't think your tongue is that damn long. You not gonna use your finger, cause I ain't Stifler, baby. Yeah, so we gon' think about it, ain't gonna happen, girl. You can imagine it and dream about it now, but the new real wood, your finger ain't getting nowhere near my booty hole. That's my house. Booty hole, your thumb ain't getting near. Yes, sir. So let's do some different freaky shit. Can I put my thumb in the booty hole? Nope, we could keep it simple. That's fine, cause your thumb ain't going nowhere near my booty hole. This motherfucking booty hole is a virgin. Just seriously gonna stay like that forever. Damn it. Can I keep it straight? Nope. Just talked about that earlier. My boy producer said you can't sing a song without laughing. I'm like, have you listened to any of the ridiculous shit I sing? There ain't no way no normal people can't laugh. That shit just be fucking with ya. Yes sir, you be like what he's saying. I hate that motherfucker, but I can't stop listening. It's like Howard Stern when he's flashing open titties. They was hating on the motherfuckers, probably was the hair. They was probably thinking Carrot Top got them fucking classy shit flossing in the wind. The wind hit that shit, it looked spectacular. Oh my god. How am I fascinated on a grown man's hair? That painting, I'm Pro V. Oh, Tresemme, yes sir, I got the Tresemme up in the flute. That shit's going out real nice. I tried to put the straightener on the shit last night. It ain't worked out real well. I look like motherfucking Einstein, or what the fuck was that? Motherfucking that dude on the motherfucking Sonic the Hedgehog. What the fuck was bad guys bitching about this fucking beard? That's what my hair looked like. Or his mustache. I take it back. He never had a beard. It was a mustache. I get my facial hair fucked up now. I ain't got the chart like I'm at the haircuttery. Put me up. I need a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock shadow baby. Fifth the quarter. What's it gonna be? It don't really matter what the shade's on the chin. Just hook a brother up. Maybe go straight razor. Y'all can act like I got a court date today, and I trim everything up, but you ain't cutting the hair. I ain't even throwing the water or hitting the comb. Going in there straight sexy, yes, I might tie up the tie with the motherfucking sexy pants. Maybe throw the Thursdays or the Wednesdays, maybe even the Tuesdays. I think I got pain on the Wednesdays, yeah, so I might have to stick to the Tuesday pants. But the Tuesday pants don't look that sexy, so I might resort to the Thursday pants. Like Joker bitches go up in their live action, like what we here for. We're here for you, so I don't want to be here. So I'm leaving, this case is adjourned. Peace, bitch, I'm out of here. I got the moped cruising on the sidewalk, cause I could not find no parking spot. But the good thing about the moped, it don't need but about 5 foot by 2.5 inches. And I'll slam that motherfucker out on upper. Put the kickstand up, get the motherfucker screaming right up the road at 17 miles an hour. Catch me if you can. I'ma swear I'ma drive like the Tasmanian devil. Catch me if you can. I got it on video. Don't clip me with your battery ram. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. No more topic. It's the same song.